We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants
and the Washington football team.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Jones.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's second down.
Huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception. On the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
35 to Mike. 3 balls. Quick dash. Go. Mike 35.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Wayne Haskins.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Haskins to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Jones. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On the carry.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
37-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
35's the mic. Stop your whining. Check 26, check 26. 22, check bottom. 22, check bottom. Check 3, check 3.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. You got one. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Giants first down.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Giants nothing.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He gets it in the hands of Geis.
Jones.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones off to Geis on the screen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Jones pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes this Washington 20. Giants nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From just shy of midfield, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Giants.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
And it's third down.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. Washington takes over first and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first down, it's Haskins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Haskins. On the screen, this is Coleman. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for...
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the Washington offense back onto the field. They'll go for two here. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. 9-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Haskins will throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Jordan Reed was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Giants 1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second down now, it's Coleman, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Miles Killebrew on the stop.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
35 to the back.
Here's Haskins to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earned that. At the front of the...
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Giants.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Jones pass.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Jones.
That catch good for only a couple.
Saquon Barkley. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Jones operating from the gun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to number 8.
Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
17.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They run. Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.